be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes Josh Hoover. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoid.
But then he's got room. It's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got a man, it's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They want to run it left here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. The run inside. It's Richard. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to run, it's Beebe. Might have a chance. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The 6-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Dumps it off in the flats. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Wolverines offense will now get its first chance with the football. Jordan Marshall, he scored 4 times in their last game, just under 100 yards in the W. Running inside, it's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They go right back to him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Underwood. Throws to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The give to the back. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. From the gun, running back on the move. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. Breaks away on the left. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Underwood. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now it's second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and goal where the strong come through. Going for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. So this offense has just made things tougher on itself here on third and goal after the holding penalty. Underwood. Get it out on the screen. Here's a little room there. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on fourth down?
The offense changing the play. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Here comes the heat. Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The run inside. It's Beebe. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wide open downfield. There he goes. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Finding some room. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. They knock him down right there. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run in the red zone, it's Beebe. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Then don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds him out of the backfield.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle 7 and 4.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the run, it's Marshall. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. He wants to change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Hansen. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Here's Underwood to throw. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. We're just about ready to start the second half. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. That's caught. It's Marshall. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Throwing, Underwood, looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the change move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Running the red zone, it's Marshall. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Might be calling a hot route. 4th down, Underwood. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the move, it's Richard. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Underwood. The short hands, it's Hansen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Might be changing the route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And guys, sometimes even as much as you hate penalties, at least it was one of effort. And backed up second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Pritchard. 7-yard pickup on that one is now second and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Tight end now in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Wolverine! They move on top here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is complete. Changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. There's a crease. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some guys just have a knack of finding. Football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Pulls it on the option. Could be an alley. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Hoover. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's complete to the right. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Flips it out in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle.
He makes a grab, looking for the end zone, and he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. We've got a tie game, and this defense will try to keep it that way with just a few minutes left. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time for the offense to try to put together a 4th quarter drive to break a tie. Motion from the wide receiver. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the grab in their space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Underwood on the play action. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws to the back. Caught. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the back. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity.
There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Off-play action. Soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.